Cunningham in the lineup for the last 3, but he was back and in full effect early on in this one. This time finding Isaiah Stewart for the assist. Pistons up by 14. After 7 minutes left in the second here, Cunningham finding Chaz Lanier, who knocks down that 3. First half assist was 8 for Cunningham. Under 2 minutes left in the half. Duncan Robinson lobbing to Cade. He throws that down. Detroit up by 15 at that point on the ensuing Hawks possession. Onyeka Okongwu giving me a little favor here in this highlight because it was a lot of Pistons early, quite frankly.
Some Hawks, right?
That's right. But in the fourth quarter here, pick up the action. Jalen Johnson raining down the 3 to pull the Hawks within 3. Very next Hawks possession, Okongwu finding Dyson Daniels on the cut. He gets that floater to go. It's now down to a 1-point game. Under 5 minutes left, Denise Jenkins' shots gets blocked. Jalen Duren gets the board and puts it back and puts the Pistons back up by 8. Just over 2 minutes left. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, the new acquisition, gets the bucket plus the foul. Free throw brings the Hawks within 4. Under 2 minutes left, Cunningham. Pull-up game proper. That puts it back up by 4 and 1 minute left. It's K one more time through all kinds of traffic and contact. 25 points, 10 assists for Cunningham. Coach Bickerstaff, though, what have you learned about this team in this streak?
The ability not to fold and fragment when things get rough. A determination when things get the muddiest and get the stickiest. They just know how to play through those moments and power through those moments. They relish in the ability to dig down deep and go places that other people just don't want to go. And I think that's why we've had, the run that we've had is because of their willingness to do just whatever it takes to get the win and be as nasty as we need to be.
Nasty, he says. Well, let's take a look at the numbers and see if that gets verified. Detroit won 11 straight, their longest win streak since they won 11 in a row back in the 2007 and 8 season. So let's put that into perspective. The Pistons' 2 leading scorers are Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. Back in 08, Cade was 7 years old. Wow. While Duren, who turned 22 Wednesday, was 4. So if you didn't feel old enough going into this, there's a little more evidence. Pistons sit atop the East at 13-2, tied for their best 15-game start in franchise history. The other 2 times, they reached the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hurt. Look, this is largely the same personnel as last year when you look at these Pistons. We know all about Cade Cunningham's greatness. But other than him, who's had the biggest impact on Detroit's rise to the top of the East during this 11-game win streak?
Hey, you remember what Uncle Elroy said to Sugar? I always miss the nasty time. It's Mr. Nasty. They call themselves the Nasty Boys for a reason. And yes, it starts with a guy that's in the MVP conversation and Cade Cunningham, but it's them bullies down low. Isaiah Stewart and the guy that's knocking at the door of being an all-star this year in Jalen Duren. What he's been doing this season, averaging 20 points, almost 12 rebounds, shooting about 68% from the field. Yes, he has that combination of that 90s game because of his physicality, his ability to stay around the basket and rebound and dominate, but he also has a bag that shows he's able to step out on the perimeter. We saw the game, the game from the other night, no Cade Cunningham, and he goes out and have 30-plus points. We see him putting the ball on the floor. It's one team in the Eastern Conference that I fully trust, and it's the Detroit Pistons because they have an identity, and that identity is the physicality, and they're willing to get nasty.
They got an identity, they got an 11-game win streak, and they got a center in Duren who he's looking like he's an all-star, maybe even more than that. All right, Perk, thanks.
Now, the nasty boys. They don't want to be known as the bad boys. They want to be known as the nasty boys. They got their own appeal. They have their own everything. They're ready. There they are. The nasty boys. Now, are the Pistons just a November team? Or are they a real contender? Everybody wanted to ask me. Oh, why you do that? Why did you do? that. Of course they're official. Of course they're ready for the big show. They're ready for it all. And they deserve it all. You know why? It was exactly what everyone else is talking about. You know what's so weird? You hear everybody talking about the Pistons now. It was the weirdest thing for the past 2 days, especially like after the Atlanta game. It just really went crazy. Everybody's Piston crazy now. I don't know how to accept this. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know if I want y'all talking about us. I'm serious. I don't know if I want them talking about us. Straight up and down. I'm worried about Jay Navi. That's my whole thing. I'm worried about Jay Navi getting back in the mix and screwing all this up. That's all I'm worried about. Everything else, I ain't worried about. Yeah, I know. But no, it's not just they have an identity. They have a course of what they're doing. They seem to know what it is they have in store for the rest of the boxing, the rest of the basketball world. You see, yeah, they 13-2. The 11-game winning streak is cool. It's how they're winning the games. Jalen Duren has not only been a blessing offensively, like his game has expanded. He's doing left-hand hooks, left-hand runners. He's doing Euro steps to the rim. He is not like how he was last year. And he just turned 22 years of age. They're the number 2 defensive rating in all of the NBA. Because Beef Stew and Jalen Duren know how to work well together. Cade is spreading the ball around more, trusting it's going to come back. When he get a ball to Duren, Duren knows how to get the ball to Beef Stew and get him more involved and get him more touches on the ball instead of making him a guy getting it off the rim. Their physicality and strength is just incredible because you see other teams mentally fold up. Like they don't play their normal game when they play the Pistons. They start crying. They don't want to get banged on. Like, dog, these people are like, it's 3 Pistons that will come and smother the ball. You've never seen a team like really this locked in. Asur Thompson, man, he reminds you of a Dennis Rodman type. Because he wants to be involved in every play. He sells out to get there. Everybody know their assignment. And Ron is starting to play a lot better than he did last year. Because what his inconsistency was his shooting. Now he's worked on his shooting like all summer. It's like guys have stepped their game up. And you're starting to see who was preparing for the next season and spent their summer wisely, and those guys who just BS'd all summer. You could tell. I mean, Reed has been the X factor of the team this season. Reed has stepped up so much that with him and us getting Green from the Chicago Bulls, thank you. Now, if y'all take Jay Navi and give us Kobe White, we'll be most grateful. You can have Jay Navi. We'll take Kobe White, and we'll take the championship and just go on and hand it to him. The Pistons are about 10 deep. We're about 10 deep now. At least 9. Kobe White is a bum? Are you kidding me? Man, you still sticking with this Jaden Ivey thing. I keep telling you, he is not with this mix. We cannot have Jaden Ivey on this team. We got to get rid of him. This is the same thing we had with, what's his name, number 7. And I told you, he got to go. He's supposed to be gone. I don't even think that guy's in the league no more. And you was holding on to him for dear life. I'm like, look, it's time for him to go. Ivy was hooping last season. He was hooping last season, but now I think his style of play is not what we need. He will have to conform his whole games. Yeah, Hayes. Yeah, that was his name, Hayes. I couldn't stand Killian Hayes. I wanted him out. I was like, you bring Killian Hayes in my game again, we gonna have some problems. But a lot of people took that Knicks series and they went the right way with it. You know, and I think the Pistons, they went the right way with it. They understood what they needed to do to get better. I really do. I think the Pistons have really made a march to make a statement to all the other teams in the league. I don't think this is a November thing. I'm not saying they're finna win 80 games in a row. I just think that they are playing the best all-around basketball of any team in the league. To beat the Detroit Pistons, you got to play 48 minutes. Like, you got to beat them for 48 minutes. That team is hard to beat. I watched them play the other night. I said, oh, my God. I was like, I don't think they're going to win this one. Let me go ahead. It's going to be close. I took the other team in the points, and they blew their ass out. I said, oh, good Lord. I should have known to ride. I got to ride with the Pistons all the way through. I was like, I got to ride with them all the way through. These other teams don't got a chance. I lost that parlay. I was like, man, I can't just bet like a fan. I got to go ahead and no way. The Pistons will probably win, but it'll probably be real close. I don't know if I think that was the Sixers game. That was the 76ers game. I was like, yeah, they might be close. We might not get this one. Let me go and take the Sixers and the points. Shit. Hey, it's easy to do that and you have the confidence because you're getting the respect. See, they didn't get the respect for years. Cade was the most fouled guy that never shot any free throws. And they said, oh, well, that's because, you're a young buck. You get paid your dues. It was his second season. Then he got hurt and was out damn near the whole year. So, it was frustrating. Because he's like, look, I thought a foul's a foul. And it's like, y'all letting this dude just foul me. That's not cool. Yeah, he was pissed off. I mean, you would be upset too. Well, Cade missed the last 3 games, dude. It's like he comes. See, that's the thing. One guy could be gone out the lineup, and you got somebody else stepping in, and they could fill in that spot with no problem.
I've never said this on no interview, bro.
Cade is now what they wanted him to be. Now that the team is winning, everybody today is just like I think Gil's Arena even said something about Cade. Is Cade Cunningham a superstar now in the NBA? Is everybody talking about Cade? All today. Just all of a sudden, it's just the weirdest thing ever. It's like everybody just had an epiphany. They had on blinders. I'm like, where have you been the past week? November's almost over. They didn't fire Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars, it was just time for them to go. They got new ownership. They was ready to move on in a new direction. Joe knew. He went to the office. He went to the NBA. He was president of the NBA. And then they sent him over to go run, what's his name? The doggone Hornets. This team, it's the next man up for real. And you never know who's going to be the one to take you down. And then out of the blue, and what made it wonderful to see, is Cade Cunningham comes in and does a tremendous job of telling this interview and had everybody paying attention. I mean, everybody was glued to their seats to hear what he had to say.
Interview, bro, but my first month at my Verb, I've never had nobody in my family, nobody around me die.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. 2 more deaths.
Wow.
So it's 3 of them. And then 2 weeks after, like, all that, I find out.
Man.
Okay, and this is not an accident.
So KD sits down with Cade Cunningham, and all hell breaks loose. First of all, active players doing podcast shows is some real, like, weird shit to me. I'm like, this is crazy because you're supposed to be focused on winning games. The hell is you doing? That was wild. But now it's like everybody's Cade crazy. I'm just not, it's like Detroit versus everybody. I'm not used to these new niggas. I was out, somebody was like, yo, man, Pistons, man, I'm telling you, Cade Cunningham a beast. I'm like, yeah, all right. Who this dude, man? Where he come from? Oh, is the Pistons playing the Thunder on Christmas? What's going on? I'd love to see that. I want to see their style versus our style. How they going to deal with the physicality? All we got to do is take away Hartenstein. If we can take Hartenstein out of the game, we good. I'm hating on Cade. I think you got it all backwards, bro. I think you got it all backwards. We know Cade is great. We've been saying he was great since he came in the league. Ain't no hating on Cade at all. I'm talking about Kevin Durant. This Kevin Durant show, what the hell is he doing hosting a podcast? Cade is on there just sitting down doing an interview. I was like, dude, you an active player. What the hell are you doing sitting down here?
Up in Dallas, and what made you make the decision to say, all right, this is what I want to do for a living?
My dad was a football player, so I was growing up playing football. Like, that was like my number one. I don't know, bro. It hit a time where I realized like, I didn't really care for football practice at all. You know what I mean? But like hooping and like working on my game and stuff just was like, I had a thrill with it. When I was going to high school, you know, Texas, like that's when it's serious football time. So I just wanted to hoop, bro. My brother was already hooping, so it was just simple for me.
Would you say that like you knew you wanted to be a point guard because you tall? You was taller than all your classmates.
Nah,
right?
not at all though. I was at like 3. Probably at this time, I'm still playing some 4.
Crazy, bro.
I mean, we can talk about that.
No, go ahead.
Like my family, man, they so supportive of me. Like you young body, whatever. But after you get to it, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm still been around it. And they just
Tobias, who came in?
Tobias, Tim Hardaway.
Yep.
Malik Beasley.
They all made big plays for y'all. How quickly did you sense like the city started to rally around y'all team after such a bad start the year before?
It took some time through that year. Like we started off slow.
Yeah.
I think we lost. We dropped maybe like the first 4 games last year. Everybody was like, oh, here we go again. You know what I mean? You could hear that in the crowd. You could feel it. We went on a road trip.
Y'all beat us. I remember that.
Y'all.
That
was one of the starts for us. Like, all right, we beat LA that road trip.
I remember that trip.
And we came back and there was energy in there, bro. And we never really turned back from there.
Was it more focused in film, more focused in practice, shoot arounds? Did you see the intensity level go up with everybody?
We had a great group of vets come in, bro. So it was like, they knew what it took to win. You know what I'm saying? They had been around it. And
was
they
it Tobias? Who came in?
Tobias, Tim Hardaway.
Yep.
Malik Beasley.
They all made big plays for y'all.
They all came in and made big plays. Like they're on the court, but also in practice every day. Their seriousness was different than what we had. You know what I'm saying? We'd always been so young. So the seriousness, like the attention to detail just rose for us, man.
Did you feel like your voice was being, you had to, your voice had to be louder and louder as y'all started winning more? Or did you kind of like, all right, let me just focus in, let the vets do their thing, and let me just focus in on my role?
I feel like I've always just kind of been like a steady voice for real. Like when we was losing, I was trying, you know what I'm saying? But like, man, we just couldn't figure it out. And I wasn't ready yet to like lead, you know? The vets coming in, like them talking to me, like me picking their brains and stuff. I just felt more equipped, you know? And I built like camaraderie with them on the court as far as chemistry and stuff. And we just all kind of rose from that. But as far as like talking and stuff, like I've always kind of just had that, like talking to guys, being communicative. I'm low man. I've just always just kind of been that way.
Yeah, what's up, T?
Yo, what's good, Cino?
Yeah, it's only right that you up here for this.
Oh, listen, bro. You know how long I've been talking about these boys. You know what I mean? Like it's the fruition of, man. You just watched it coming together. You know what I'm saying? Like the K leading the way, being the leader. You know what I'm saying? He always struck me as a dude. Like ever since he stepped into the door, he's like, bro, I'm trying to be the best player in the world. Period. And he want to put the work in to do it.
Yeah, and he's speaking on that run that we was talking about last year. We remember when that run happened. On
the West Coast trip.
That was the turning point.
Yep. I'm like, bro, they went, it was like 4-0 on that trip. And like one of the games, we got Mike Brown fired from the Sacramento Kings because we came back.
The Suns, the Lakers. We beat somebody else, and then Ivy, I think, got hurt.
No, that was afterwards. That was after the trip.
He came back and got hurt because I know he was on that run. He was in the middle of the run.
Yeah, he was like, listen, I was just about to say, like, I think the last game of that road trip, we played the Kings, and we got Mike Brown fired because we came back down from 20 in like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And he got fired, and Jaden Ivey hit a 4-point play. You know what I'm saying, to win the game.
And that's
You know what I'm saying?
got into it with Mike Brown.
Yeah, we got dude fired. You know what I'm saying? Because of that.
I mean, that was a crazy ass play. It's like, dude, why is you fouling this dude? Like, what the hell?
Listen, how they even got into that situation is crazy. I remember like I was sitting there watching it, man, and Malik Beasley, that's why I want Bees back, man. But if we don't get him, it's not like a production thing, but I do miss his swag, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Cause dog, like that game, he got so hot, bro. Malik Beasley got so hot. You know what I'm saying? And he brought us all the way back. But you know, this year we playing like a whole different kind of confidence level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just physical. Like you said, they the nasty dogs. You know what I'm saying? They some nasty, dirty dogs. You know, I love these dudes, bro. I love these dudes.
They great. I like everybody stepped their game up. That's why I was like, man, they game like during game. That surprised me. You see him do a Euro step? I said, what the hell?
Man,
did a Euro step.
He be doing all like he can take you off the. I didn't see he got size you up dribbles and shoot the J in your face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Been doing this summer. Dog, he did a spin around. He posted up, got the ball, dribble, did a left hand baby hook. I was like, what the hell?
But he didn't have these skills, but it's the confidence to be able to go to him when he just more confident. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, the way and it's so gravy because we killing because listen, Cade draws so much attention. His gravity is so great. Like they don't even want to let this dude cross half court cleanly. Like they'll start sending the double as soon as he gets to half court. You know what I'm saying? And if Cade gets through that double and gets anywhere to the top of the key, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they get the pick and roll and they just come up and press Cade. Like, bro, the dude like Duran is just. You know, he's just using the fact that whoever's coming to cover the big man on the pick and roll is not going to be even close to his size. He's just bullying that dude out the way and dunking on him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or he's kicking it to Stewart in the corner. Like, dog.
I want us to get our hands on these Knicks and OKC. That's what
I ain't even... Listen, bro, the Knicks don't want none, bro. We too deep for them. I was telling LB the other night, I'm like, bro, these like them dudes they was talking about coming off the bench last year for Tibbs that Tibbs never miraculously played. Like for some reason he didn't play. Man, back in the summer leagues, you know, I saw Dennis Jenkins, the young boy Chaz, Ron Harlan, who else was on? Oh, Bobby Clinton was there. Man, they ran all through them boys. Like they don't got the bench, dog. They don't got our bench. We are the deepest team in the league right now.
I agree.
Period.
I told them, I was like, dog, that first game of the year against the Bulls, I was like, wait till we see them again. I was like, we blew them out with the second unit. I was like, everybody was out. And I was like, I still bet on Detroit. And we won. I was like, man, I ain't know everybody was out. Well, we probably ain't going to get this one. But, man, we blew their ass out. I loved every minute of that game.
I asked that because, you know, you coming in,
let me see.
I think we saw that in each other and we knew that we were going to compete for each other. But, I mean, just like we both love the game. We both love the details of it. Like, what will make this work out better? How will make this closeout look better? And I've always been like a natural leader as far as talking to the guys, and I think I take some off of his plate when it comes to that. He wants to win so bad. He don't have he'll call anybody out, call me out, he call anybody out for what we need done from him, and then you just move from it. You know what I mean? Like I've just always respected that so much.
One thing I love about JB is how intense he is when he's screaming at the ref.
Yeah,
that's how you can tell he want to win so bad.
JB a dog, bro. He a dog. JB a dog. Listen, man, that fool Monty Williams is the worst thing that ever happened to me. For real, bro. He's the worst and the best thing that happened to him.
I think we retired him. It's like, dude, they told him, like, take your money and go, man.
Yeah, listen, I'm so, because listen, usually, you know what the Pistons will do, they'll sit there and try and figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But this time they went ahead, they ate the money. You know what I'm saying? They ate the contract and got rid of his bum ass. I was so proud. I'm like, bro, I'm proud of y'all. Because usually y'all would have been like, man, we ain't about to eat no $80 million. You know, whatever it was, the final number.
They still paying this dude.
Yeah, they gonna pay him for a minute, but it don't matter because the results justified to me. You know, the ends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. And listen, man, he was the worst, bro.
I'm so happy Killian Hayes is gone. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, listen, I know how you feel about Killian Hayes, but it's Monty Williams' fault. Killian Hayes was so bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Killian Hayes actually found a role coming off the bench, playing like 20, 25 minutes a night, being a backup point guard. And I like that kind of fit what we needed for him at that time and at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, like Monty Williams is just, he didn't know how to play Ivy and Cade together. And he didn't even try. You know what I'm saying? The dude just, unless he don't know how to work with young teams.
I want them to figure it out on their own. Because he come up under Phil Jackson's tutelage. Like, he studied Phil Jackson's philosophy and all this. He was more the philosophy guy. Like, I want y'all to mentally think and just figure out how y'all gonna stop this. It's like, y'all, call a timeout. We gotta regroup, break up this rhythm. You know, they ain't no run. No, they gotta figure it out. This is the learning process. It's like, dog, call a timeout.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, this team is running up the slope. Everybody out of sync. You know, they in a good rhythm because they running and shooting. Let's call a timeout, regroup, break their rhythm up. Let's go. Like, dude, what are you doing?
But it's like
a 7-point lead and turn into a 15-point lead.
Yeah, or he, you know, he would just let them see a lot of and like everybody was clowning when they went on the losing streak a couple years ago, but people who didn't watch, you don't even understand how we were in all of those games we lost. You know what I'm saying? And we like literally, like I would say 80% of those games we threw them away in the fourth quarter.
Yep, down the stretch. Didn't know how to close games out back then. It was like, man, they got to learn how to close games.
Yeah, they got to learn how to close, and then you need somebody to help lead.
Yep.
They was a young team. Like Monty Williams just sitting there with his arms folded, bro. Like, see, JB would come and get in they shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He'll cuss all of them dudes out in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
JB don't care.
Made him like, dude, get ejected, do something.
Yeah,
you ain't doing nothing, man. I can't get a call and you ain't saying nothing.
For real, bro. For real. I'm getting slapped in the face and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't fighting for the team. Shoot, JB coming in getting ejected. Dog, I told him he's the Dame Dash of the NBA.
He said the Dame Dash to the NBA.
That is Dame Dash. You see him on that sideline chewing on, he's like, man, get up out of here, man. I'm trying to hear that shit.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, that man is Dame Dash. I was like, he finna go full Dame Dash right now, boy.
Listen, he be crashing out, bro, and rightfully so, man. The refs be on some bullshit, bro. You know that.
Yep.
I need to be bringing it up and like facilitating everything from up top. But there's been a lot of times where, depending on how they want to guard me and stuff like that, a lot of times people want to pick me up, turn me a bunch.
Yeah.
When I'm bringing it up, depending on all that stuff, it just is less energy to come down, come off screen, maybe get the ball in the spot, and now we can play. So it's a balance, bro. I'm still trying to figure it out for real. But
would you say Dennis Schroeder helped you with that last year?
He helped a ton, bro.
I like what he brought to your team last year.
Yeah, he just knows how to get guys in spots. We trying to get this play. You know what I mean? He's just so savvy, bro. And he got that dog to him
He
too.
do.
Like,
he do.
See, where's Outlaw at? Told them about Dennis Schroeder, man. I told you. That's why
Man.
Pistons rolling right now. Dennis Schroeder was in there. It's like, look, man, I'm gonna show you how to do this.
Man, they too busy waiting on the Mitchell Robinson miracle and shit, bro. They didn't think about them niggas, man.
Oh, Mitch, good old Mitch, man. That's the Knicks, man. They had Herb Williams. This is the Herb Williams all over again, man.
I did that.
Herb Williams is like, we can get in the game no more. Herb is just like, dog, when they got rid of Herb Williams, New York was just pissed. How we get rid of Herb? I'm like, bullshit for sitting on the bench. Herb Williams, man. I was like, there you go again. That's Marcus Robinson.
Hilarious, bro. That's so. Listen, man.
I sit there and explain to Roe. I'm like, because Roe will take a victory and go way off the cliff. And he was like, yeah, he better than Durant. He better than this. I mean, Roe, slow down.
Wait, that's the dude who said Mitchell Robinson was the Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, he better than
bro. That dude right there, bro.
Man, I ain't never seen you get that, man. I was like, damn, he got T over the head. He's like, he's better than Ben Wallace. I said, all right, this is it. We gotta cut this.
Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, where you think you was gonna get that off at? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, listen, dog. I told him that nigga need therapy, man. Them Knicks fans need therapy. So, you know, for real, bro. They got like Knicks daddy issues or something like that, bro. I don't know what's wrong with them niggas, bro.
Oh my goodness.
He'll pick up 94 feet. He don't care who it is.
I don't know but it's like opposites attract kind of, you know? Like we have two different ways of going about it.
I get what you mean.
Yep.
But I've always felt like we could figure it out and be special. You know what I'm saying? We just always been
he's been
on and off the court. Yeah, we haven't been able to meet each other on the court for long enough to really get that going. But I think he's somebody that's like he has that. He could pick up full, turn you, He could be on the ball while I'm coming off the screens.
He started shooting it better last year too before he got hurt.
He started shooting the skin up the ball. So like now I'm coming off. He's a knockdown shooter for me. We know he can get in the paint at will. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like I can. I think he's a great example of that. We just haven't been able to get it going, but for sure, bro. I think I could definitely play with a guard.
Yeah, I feel like you're a combo. I actually feel like you can go from 1 to 4, actually. I mean, you're always going to bring the ball up, but you can guard some bigger players and shoot the ball, catch and shoot, too.
Yeah.
You made the All-Star team.
Fire, bro.
Last year.
Fire.
I didn't like the format, though, for y'all. I felt for y'all, bro.
Man,
y'all first one, and y'all had to go through that type of, like...
Y'all still playing, bro.
It was nasty.
I didn't like all the legends still in the game, and it's like
I didn't like it. I didn't even get to play against you, did I?
No, fam.
That was terrible. That was terrible. That was bad. I understand. I'm trying to, but that was bad. But overall, though, like being named the All-Star, that's huge. That's something that nobody ever take from you. Like obviously, the whole world watched to turn the page so quick and try to understand that the late end of the season and speak on that, like. Playing for standings now because we don't. That's like it's easy in the playoffs when you can focus in on the team and lock in on the team for a week. But each a different opponent every night when you're trying to get ready for the playoffs.
It's serious, bro.
How was that mindset going in right after All-Star break?
I mean, firstly, it was a blessing to even be in that. You know what I'm saying? Versus I think it helped us a lot. It's like,
over.
It's even over with. You know, everybody taking off against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like nobody gives a damn about our games, you know. So just had us all fired up. Like we've had a bunch of guys be in the trenches, you know, like for years, not even thinking about playoff, not even smelling playoff basketball.
That's a sick feeling.
It's sick, bro. To be in the hunt, everybody was just like, nah, we gonna get in there for sure. So it was cool, bro. I think it helped us a lot as far as the professionalism part of it, of being a playoff team. Like, I think it was just great for all us young guys to experience that for the first time. And we got better, bro. Like, we should have won that Knicks series.
Man.
There you
What
go.
was the
Should have
game?
won that, but
What game 2? Did y'all win game 2, right?
yeah.
Game 1, y'all supposed to win.
Game 1 we were supposed to win too.
Playing in the Garden, your first playoff game.
Unbelievable, bro.
Your first game though wasn't really what you wanted it to be.
Nah, it wasn't.
What was the stats that game? You know,
I might have
it was
like
bad.
23.
You shot bad. I mean,
I shot bad.
You shot bad. It wasn't a bad. You didn't shoot towards the stands. But game 2, like what was your adjustment in between
game
those
1,
games?
I'm gonna take what they give me. I'm not gonna force anything. I'm gonna, and I got too passive.
Yeah.
They showing me bodies and I'm just getting off of it, but I'm not really trying to figure out how am I gonna apply myself. You know what I mean?
So when they start showing bodies, doubling the pick and roll in the gaps, and you start passing, you look up as the third quarter, you ain't really got nothing going. You felt like you had no rhythm at all, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I was getting shots, but like I wasn't in enough of an attack mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where like I'm going in here to score, y'all come help. Now I'm making plays. I was kind of like, I'm gonna come in here, y'all are gonna help, I'm gonna make plays.
Yeah.
It's just a difference,
That's a small nuance, man. That's like, and I find myself
I know you know
trying
about
to balance that so much.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to think about it too much, but it's like when you start seeing yourself not being aggressive and start, letting the defense dictate now, that's when you start putting your foot on the gas. So
and that's playing into their hands more
exactly.
than anything.
Exactly.
And that's one of the balances that honestly I feel like is one of the biggest things that like if I can master that, I think I could take my game to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? It's like something that I've always been trying to work on, and it's fun, bro. It's fun. Like you know how fun this job is, bro.
It is, especially in the playoffs when you get to play the same team over again, and then you know why you lost. You understand watching film how you can get better. It's like a real journey through a playoff series. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like
this is nothing like it, bro.
From game 1
that was the best basketball ever of my life.
So it's like no going back for y'all.
Yeah.
So every game in the regular season is important. Every practice shoot around feels important. Has your routine kind of changed based off of like becoming more successful as a team and as a player? Like your day-to-day routine, practice, shoot arounds, game day?
I mean, bro, it's similar. I think I'm just more intentional about what it is I'm working on, shoot arounds, game days and stuff, like pregame routines and stuff. Yeah. I'm just more intentional. I remember I asked you about that stuff, like how robotic are you about it as far as like, are you trying to do the exact same thing or do you mess around with it, And I remember you telling me like, nah, bro, you gotta be free with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that changed how I go about it. Like just having intention on I'm about to work on this. And I go out there and work on it, bro, until it feels good for real. Off the court, I feel pretty much saying I've never been too crazy, bro. Like I've always been pretty chill.
Yeah, I know you don't do much at all.
I get my nap before the game, bro. Yeah, I'm good to go. Like I'm chilling, bro. I don't really get into too much.
No, so what's the shoot around routine for you? Y'all shoot around a lot?
Yeah.
A lot of teams don't shoot around no more.
We young, bro. So
y'all still shoot around every game?
Most games, not every game.
So
back to backs, no.
No,
almost everything else.
If you shoot around a back to back, JB, that's crazy.
Yeah, nah, JB ain't on that.
You just get that pre-game work in on the shoot around on a game day, or you get work in before shoot around or after shoot around? Like when you get you usually get your individuals in?
After shoot around, I get individuals.
How long is that? Because that's the type of shit I'm thinking about. Because we get loads. They put chips on us all the time. So it's like they trying to tailor our workout. So I'm always curious to what dudes doing throughout the game. How much load they putting on their body.
I was just told today I got to shorten that up.
Me too, bro. So man, I was pissed
because it just goes until it feels like right. And so, but that doesn't align with the loads that they want.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So, and I understand that. Sometimes I feel it afterwards, like, and I did too much trying to work, but
I feel as though
it's a tough one.
Now, see, they didn't have that rule before. They added that because they feel like players are getting injured. That's what they added to. He said chips. Oh, yeah, it's just like you having a Fitbit watch.
Yeah, they got the chips. watch the whole thing.
Yeah, they got the chips in there to monitor, but yeah, they do. They just added that stuff in now, so the players don't burn themselves out. You know, like Kobe used to be doing crazy individual workouts.
Right.
You know, they don't have that no more. It's like guys are making too much money. We need them on the court.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
it's more important to have them on the court than you burning themselves out practicing.
yeah, I want to get those Knicks in the playoffs. I want that. We're gonna run that back, run that. We supposed to beat them 2 games in a row at the crib. He wasn't lying. Game 1, we supposed to have that game. We had game 1.
Listen, bro, they got saved, bro. Like you forget about the bad call on THJ, the no call. I mean, you know what I'm saying? They would have won.
They act like they just beat our ass or something. I'm like, dude, y'all got saved. Y'all was supposed to beat up. We supposed to get 1 game, maybe. Y'all was talking sweet. All this dumb shit.
Listen, you heard KCK ain't about blowing no smoke, but you heard it straight from the camel's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he felt like they should have won that series, and everybody did. You know what I'm saying? But they was babies, though. You know what I'm saying? And he understand that shit. You know, listen, bro. I don't know what to tell you, but the Pistons won again.
Yeah, I've been saying that for 11 straight games. I keep telling my boy, he get quiet. I'm like, man, you been quiet, man. What happened? You was like Bulls 6-0 and all that. I was like, where they at that?
The Bulls, they knew better. They should have known better.
Right. I already knew they was fronting. I was like, no, they just fronting. They gonna be out of it. I was like, don't worry.
But Sino, see, you hear what he said about him and Ivy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a dynamic.
That's nice. That's nice for him to say.
But he wasn't lying though, bro. He wasn't lying. It was nice words, but he wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And they just got to play together. You know what I'm saying? Monty punk ass didn't want to play them together. You know what I'm saying? Last year, JB was like, playing who? Why wouldn't you be able to play them together? Yeah. They played together. They played well. And then Ivy got hurt towards shit. It's been about a year now since he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm like, I thought he was back.
Nah, you know, he was supposed to start the season, but he went and got the little arthroscopic knee surgery. He had his knee cleaned out. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I think he getting ready to go down to G League in a couple days. So they about to start working on bringing him back.
Good, get him back, you know, so we can get him right on the trade block. That's right over to Chicago somewhere. We get Kobe White, and we be ready to roll.
Do not bring see, we don't need to bring losers over here. No.
Man, you know who Kobe White is, man?
Of course I know who Kobe White is. He's a loser. He been on the Bulls, man. I do not want him to bring none of that Bulls.
No,
he need to keep all of that over there, bro. No.
Oh, he just been locked down. It ain't him.
Listen,
terrible ass team and organization.
Listen, bro. He need to go.
White boys over there running.
If he want to come here, he need to go. Man, if he want to come over here, he need to go through a couple teams.
Now we got a white boy. Like, look, we got a white boy too now. They leave us alone.
Yeah, listen, bro. And that boy Duncan is crazy.
He's doing all right now. He's playing his role. I mean, he commit to the defense. I was like, damn, they got him bolted in.
Yeah, listen, bro. You got if you're gonna play, JB ain't gonna play unless you give it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a straight up liability.
Like he got tremendous help. Like when he out there on the island and he feel like he's still like, no, let him go. He got
yeah. Facts though. Facts.
Like, let him go. He's like, I ain't never had this in Miami. I was like, yeah,
nope.
I'll have your back, Tyler Hero.
Yeah, like, bro, come on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like he can go out there and he can actually like gamble on defense, and that's helping us. You know what I'm saying? Like, That makes him a better defender, being able to gamble a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and cheat a little bit because you got great defenders behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's made him a better defender. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, bro. We got mad synergy, bro. Mad synergy, bro. Like, for real, it's like kind of one of them things where, you know, at some point we really gonna have to hammer out like a real rotation. Cause I mean, right now, everybody's playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Tobias is still out. You know he gonna come back and he gonna come back into his minutes. You know what I'm saying? We get Ivy back. That's gonna, man. It's just, man, we got too many dudes that can play, bro. We got too many dudes that could play. You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff to figure out. You know what I'm saying? But goodness gracious, it's like one of those good, just like rich nigga problems and shit. You know what I mean?
Shoot, but all right, man. Up in the road. I gotta get up out of here.
All right, yes, sir.
All right.
Let's go. The boys is on
No,
nasty
this
boys.
one again.
The nasty boys. The nasty boys.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.